Let's talk about other people network. So it's one of the most powerful growth hacking techniques. So you can use other people power. So you can use their devices, their platforms, their services. So your service can grow as fast as theirs and ever faster. So it's really powerful and abundant techniques. I will explain a little bit with examples so you will understand. So firstly, as we remember, eBay is an old marketplace and was very huge when PayPal was very small. And PayPal look at eBay and think how we can advertise using eBay. So one more time, eBay, a huge corporation, PayPal, very small payment gateway. And PayPal dream was so every merchant on eBay should use PayPal. So how they did it? They create a robot. They try to every merchant. Hey guys, I would buy your service or goods if you accept PayPal. They simulate customers. They simulate customers. So let's look from merchant side. You are a merchant, you sell through eBay, and let's say several your potential customer write, I would buy your service if you accept payment from PayPal. So what you do? Of course, you connect PayPal. And many merchants on eBay start connecting PayPal and use it as a payment gateway. And of course, when end customers see that merchants provide PayPal, of course, they start also using to sell, to use it to buy some goods. And of course, if you'll be on merchant side, of course, you will do the same. If lots of your customers ask you to add payment gateway, of course, you will do it. What is important? It doesn't cost for PayPal marketing money. They create a robot, focus on that. That's all. Of course, there are lots of related problems always, and we use these techniques also for our boss projects. One more time. Your potential customer get inquiries from his potential customers that they need your product. And once your potential customer gets lots of inquiries from his potential customers, your potential customer will need your product and will buy it. So listen one more time. When your potential customer get lots of inquiries from his potential customers about your product, of course, he will be very interested in your product. Let's go to Craigslist. If you know, it's also a big platform for ads. So in America, it's very popular. And Airbnb was a small startup. And also Airbnb think how we can use Craigslist power. But Craigslist interface was very bad. So Airbnb started advertising, we're a nice, comfortable, fast interface for putting ads to Craigslist. And of course, they get lots of traffic with people who put their rental objects, apartments, flats to Craigslist through Airbnb. And what's happening? They have two winning points. Every ad on Craigslist about rental, not every, of course, many ads on Craigslist about rentals were created with Airbnb. If you need more objects, visit Airbnb website. Wow, it's crazy, yes? So it's crazy. They just use Craigslist without paying them something. And then also, what is nice that when people using Airbnb put projects on Craigslist, there also was default checkbox that also includes these objects here in Airbnb platform. So they get two things. They get lots of objects in Airbnb, and also they get huge traffic from Craigslist for people who who need more information about objects, or let's say more objects. It's really crazy. It's amazing. Also, how Yandex used Google, his competitor, to advertise his browser. As you know, Google Chrome was really nice and one of the first really, like, maybe first nice browsers. Of course, there are like Mozilla and others, but really Google Chrome in last decade really made big shift. And Yandex growth hacker saw that when people buy a new computer, usually they open Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer, it's a browser for downloading browsers. And when they open Explorer, usually it's MSN default start page. And MSN default start page, it's a Google who provide ads. For example, like AdSense. So you can easily buy ads on this start page. So what Yandex did, they bought all ads on MSN. So when people, like new users who buy computers, open the browser to download browser, so it's specific audience, very hot audience, and they use in MSN fast and safe browser. Wow, so they just download Yandex browser. So they use competitors to get cheap traffic. Later, Yandex saw that Google Chrome advertised on Software Portal, very known, very in the portal that has a lot of users. And the Yandex contact administration, they said, "Can you buy the same banner?" And they said, "No, Google Chrome." So Google bought this banner for 1 year. So what Yandex did? The portal administration offers them smaller banner. So Google had big banner, and Yandex had small banner. So they used old method. So Google advertised about Google Chrome, fast, safe browser. I don't know what they do. What was the ad? But Yandex had small banner. What they did? It was download. So Google paid for ads, Yandex paid for downloads. And they used competitor power to get results for them. Also, by the way, we also use similar methods. For example, when, for 1 hour project, when people search our competitors, they found comparison this competitor with us. And so person search for competitors and he found us with competitors. So it's really also powerful technique because it's specific audience and it's, by the way, free traffic. So thank you for your time and see you in the next videos.